Hope all is well on this Saturday evening. I thought I'd do a video looking at the Vinegar Syndrome halfway to Black Friday sale, which is going on at the moment. Started midnight on Friday US time. That'd be, I think it's 5 a.m. It started in the UK, if you want to count it like that. It runs till Monday, so if you're in the UK, which I assume you predominantly maybe if you're watching this video, it will run until I think Tuesday morning at 5, with that being midnight in the USA. Well, wherever you're from, anyway, let's have a look at some of the new announcements from Vinegar Syndrome. And I've already added a few bits to my cart, but I've already paid for a few bits, should I say. But you can actually go back while the sale's running. Obviously, they haven't dispatched yet. It can take a while to arrive. It does take about a good month, but that's because they have so many orders and they have to fulfill them. That's fine by me. But I may even add a couple of bits or look at some things and then possibly add them later. But yeah, I'm looking, because you can, like I say, you place your order, you can go back in and add things to your existing order, which is no extra postage. So you just pay the postage you've already paid, and they'll add to your order. They do dispatch to the UK, which is great. It costs, I think it's about 15 postage international. It's pricey enough, the postage, but if you buy a lot in the sale, it's well worth it. And this sale is great. I mean, they're always good sales. They do the actual Black Friday sale in November as well, and they do a Valentine's sale. You know, really good label, Vinegar Syndrome. And if you've never had anything from them before, or even just picked up releases, you know, from other sellers on eBay and that, they're just a really fun label. They do a whole assortment of different films, you know, from like exploitation to like thrillers. They have their partner labels which put out different films. They do, of course, lots of horror, as you can see here. And here's some of the new announcements. They've announced The Golden Child, an Eddie Murphy movie. That's a new one. And look, normally, because I've got it in pounds, so I already did that. So you can change the, you know, you can convert it to pounds here, where the cursor is. You can either have, like, you know, wherever you're from, in the regions in the world that they dispatch to, you can change it to that currency. I've got it in the UK pounds. So normally that would come to 52.45. It's down to 35.22. This is a 50% off sale. I think it's on everything, including their merchandise. They do a lot of t-shirts. I've never actually had any. I've had some of their graphic novels before. I've never actually had any t-shirts or anything. I may even pick one up. I don't know, but this is the Jaded and Faded, is it? Halfway to Black Friday sale from Friday, May 23rd, Saturday today, through till Monday, May 26th. And like I say, it normally takes about 3 to 4 weeks for the stuff to arrive. That's what I find it anyway. Dirty Work, not too sure what this is. This is another release. One of their flash pre-orders, so this would have been announced for the halfway to Black Friday sale. Special limited edition 3-disc 4K UHD set, comes with a spot gloss hard slipcase. Yes, the packaging is lovely. If you've never had Vinegar Syndrome before, which I assume a lot of you have, or are probably watching this video, as you know, the packaging is just it's top tier. They go above and beyond with their packaging. They probably are one of the best at packaging. They're so good with their like hard box style packaging that they, you know, a lot of other labels do kind of imitate that model. Like you have TerraVision, who I think are kind of partnered with them slightly, or were. I know TerraVision have done releases in partnership with VS because I've had them, but even they adopted that kind of like hard box style. Like they're so nice. I know Arrow do a great job with the like thick sets, but Vinegar Syndrome go above and beyond with their packaging. Just so interesting. Let's get those nipples off the screen. It's sick, it's dirty, it's their job. No idea what this movie is. Dirty Work. So there's a synopsis. It says here, pushing the boundaries of grass, gags and raunchy dialogue. Acclaimed comedian Bob Saget's, who I have heard of, TV's Full House. I think I've actually seen that. I can't remember. Sole theatrical feature, directing effort, Dirty Work stars, and was co-written with the legendary Norm Macdonald, who's from Saturday Night Live, and which I don't watch because, you know, it's more of an American thing, but with it being an American show. But yeah, Chris Farley apparently is in this. Is that right? Chevy Chase. Yeah. Featuring in supporting performances. Yeah, that's interesting. So I assume it's some sort of comedy. Never heard of it myself. Don't think I'll be picking that one up. Possible that I may consider it when it's cheaper in a sale, because obviously they've put it down to 28.48 from 41.21 for the halfway to Black Friday sale, but it's not one I'll probably go for. Jade, that's a new release, that's a new announcement, should I say. What we'll do is we'll look at some of these new announcements in a little bit of detail, then I'll sort of press forward with just looking at the catalogue, because there's 50% off all of their back catalogue as well. Yep, some of them may not have the slipcovers available. They do issue some new slipcovers for these sales as well, so if you haven't got a slipcover to a certain title, that said title may get a new slipcover in one of these sales, so do look out for that. Yeah, I know which ones they've done new slipcovers for, because obviously I picked a few bits up yesterday. Okay, why did I do that? Who knows, because we were going to look at this. So Jade is on the they have different lines as well. They have their partner labels. I don't know if that's included in this sale. I will find out. But they do a partner label month after these sales. So I think they do partner label month after this sale. So when this ends Monday, they'll do partner label month while they're shipping all the sale items to their customers. 2-disc 4K Blu-ray set, spot gloss hard slipcase, good Vinegar Syndrome treatment. Prominent businessman is found murdered and horribly mutilated at his upscale townhouse. Sounds like a thriller to me. Long, one of the most difficult to find films. Oh, it's actually directed by William Friedkin, obviously director of The Exorcist, as it says there, and French Connection. He also did the film Sorcerer, which I'm yet to watch. That's getting a good Criterion release soonish. Jade is an ultra-stylish erotic thriller with an outrageously clever screenplay from genre master Joe Estratus, who had something to do with Showgirls and something called Silver. I want to try and pronounce that. That was difficult. Esterez. It might be Esterez. Might be a silent D. I'm not too sure. Forget that. That was ridiculous. Linda Fiorentino from The Last Seduction, Michael Biehn from The Terminator, and Richard Crenna, First Blood. So this does sound interesting. It being a lost William Friedkin film. I may even go and pick this up, or I may wait, because obviously it is a new announcement. That's a pre-order. That'll be dispatched soon for June, but you can get it in the sale. You can pick it up half the price. It's $35.22 in this sale, with it being a new announcement. What I'm trying to say is, next sale, like the November halfway to Black Friday, you'll probably be able to get this for under $30. So I may consider that. Looks like a lovely edition, no hard case. You've got your 4K ultra high definition there, Jade. They have a slip cover on the Amaray case that goes into the slip box normally with these editions as well. Yeah, it looks great. Of course, a film by William Friedkin, who passed away, I think it was last year, wasn't it? That's yeah, I could be interesting. What year is it from? It's 1995, so it's a thriller from the 90s. Yeah, starring David Caruso. Yeah. And other people, yeah, sounds interesting. You get a 40-page perfect bound book with essays by Maya E. Gates, Charles Bramesco, Juan Barquin, and Justine Liberty. Sorry, I had a nap earlier, so I had a nap earlier. This is the one I've decided to upgrade. I do have the Eureka edition. They put out a good Blu-ray of this years ago. It's not a bad film. I've only seen it like twice. It's a pretty good Stephen King adaptation based on one of his stories, The Dark Half. It's about a writer and his creations sort of blend and into reality, and takes that kind of tone, where things are, is it real, isn't it? Things crossing over from his imagination and his writing into our reality. And yeah, it's an interesting film. I forget the actor who's in it now, but I know who. And yeah, there's a certain, I need to check it. But beautiful artwork. We'll just quickly look at that. You get a hard slip box. I did pick this one up. $35.22 is what I paid. It's normally $52.45. It is a limited edition with the hard box and the slip inside the hard box and the book. So do bear that in mind. You will be able to you can buy the standards as well though. And when the limited edition slipcase sells out, which it will, you'll be able to get the standard. Because look, on here you can actually get them cheaper. So I'll show you an example. I'm not going to do this with every release because we'll be here all day. But so the Dark Half, you've got your limited edition slipcase. You see there what the cursor's on, saying edition type. Click down, you can go standard, and that's $28.48. So that's a good deal. You can get it like that, just the Amaray case, just the black Amaray case, same discs, and all that. You won't get the booklet, I don't think, or any of that, or the cases, or the slip. But you can get the 4K disc for $28.48. Let's pop the limited back on. But yeah, this is the limited. Comes with that cool book. Yeah, really wanted to get this one. Looks beautiful. They look beautiful on the shelf as well. They really do look the part. Obviously, their slip cover is made to resemble a novel. Like a paperback novel. I think this is an early 90s one, is it? It might be an 80s one. Not too sure. It's directed by George A. Romero. I forgot to mention, obviously from Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, a whole bunch of films, The Crazies, Monkey Shines, the more recent one of his films that got released on Shudder, I think that was the Amusement Park, that was quite a good one. Yeah, done loads of great films, George A. Romero. Whole bunch of great films. I think there's a picture of him there or something, is it? Yeah, some stills from the film anyway. But looking at the stills, it could be a really good one on 4K. So, yeah, Michael Rooker's in it as well. Yeah, Timothy Hutton. That's the main guy. You got Amy Madigan, Michael Rooker, who's been in, I think he's been in like Guardians of the Galaxy, hasn't he? And he was in Walking Dead as Mel for a bit. Don't know the other people. Julie Harris, Robert Joy, not sure about them. Yeah, 1993, so it's a early 90s one. There's a lot of Stephen King coming out in the early 90s. Some really good ones as well. I think Graveyard Shift's an early 90s one, isn't it? Like 1990 or 91. Yeah, it's quite a long one at 121 minutes, but 2 discs there. Even if you get the standard, you'll get the 2 discs. But yeah, really cool release. I wasn't going to upgrade it really. I saw it and I wanted it. I was like, wow, they're doing the Dark Half and it looks lovely. And I want to revisit this film. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the plunge and just upgrade to 4K. I don't upgrade every Blu-ray, but I wanted to this one. And the second big announcement, in my opinion, them two are the biggest for me. Just my opinion. And Let's Scare Jessica to Death, which is a fantastic, eerie, like 70s, weird but wonderful film. And here you go, you've got the slip box. There's also standard as well, so you can get the standard for $26.23, or you can get the limited for $33.72. So that's about £7 or so more for the box, and that is worth £7 more, to be fair, for the packaging if you're into these films. But if you're just trying them, perhaps the standard will do. I sometimes just get the standards. Looks like a lovely edition though. 2 discs, really good film. I have the Scream Factory release. It's obviously not as stacked as this is going to be. This is a stellar release. I'm very tempted to do this. I didn't want to upgrade both. I did the Dark Half because it was a Stephen King one that I've been meaning to revisit for a while, and I thought, yeah, I'll go for the new VS 4K. Let's Scare Jessica to Death. I don't think it has a Blu-ray release in the UK, let alone a 4K, so we'll probably get our version soon. I think Imprint did it in Australia on Blu-ray in a really nice edition. This is the 4K. I'm very tempted. I could be very tempted. Obviously, in a few weeks when I receive my VS halfway to Black Friday sale package, I will do a video on that, so you will see everything that I've picked up as well. I may come back later and add this to my car. I'm unsure though. Awesome movie though, I thought. Really enjoyed it. It's a bit weird and eerie. I think it's about a couple who move into a house, sort of in the, kind of like a beautiful, like scenic location, and it's one of those kind of like mind-bending kind of like sort of ghostly like thrillers. Is the terror real, or is it just a figment of like Jessica's imagination? It's all that kind of, yeah, it says here, heavily inspired by Henry James's novella The Turn of the Screw, which I've heard of, and Robert Wise's The Haunting, so it's inspired by those two. Let's Go Jessica to Death is a somber, dreamlike, very good way to describe it, dreamlike, and at times utterly bone-chilling classic of early 70s terror. One of the first horror movies to make extensive use of a synthesizer in its score. I can't quite remember the score. I will be revisiting it though. Even if I don't get this, I'll revisit it on Blu-ray, which greatly enhances the film's numerous shock sequences. Vinegar Syndrome is thrilled to present Let's Scare Jessica to Death, newly restored in 4K from its original camera negative, with approval from director Hancock. and loaded with a host of brand new and exclusive bonus features. They do carry over some archival stuff from other releases, but VS do go to town on their special features, as you can see here. It's from 1971, 89 minutes long, English language. You have a 2 discs, that's great. You get the 4K, but your special features will be, a lot of them will predominantly be on the Blu-ray, which is a Region A disc. Do bear that in mind. VS do a lot of region free Blu-rays, A, B and C. They also do, all their 4Ks are region free, but bear in mind some of the 4K releases do come with Blu-rays that are Region A with the special features on the Blu-ray disc, and the Blu-ray disc is Region A locked, so you would need a region free player to that. So check all your specs basically. If you buy a Vinegar Syndrome, you can get stuff that'll play on all region regular UK players, or wherever you are in the world. You will get stuff that'll play on, on every player from every region, but you've got to check your specs when you're buying off them. I'm just wanted to say that. You get a 40-page perfect bound book, reversible sleeve artwork, English subtitles. Yeah, I may have to get this. It's a good film though. It's a little bit it's not overly gory. It's more ghostly, like it says, and dreamlike. It's one of those things. Is it real? Isn't it? One of those kind of ambiguous, kind of ghostly thrillers. It's kind of got a lot of ambiguity to it. And yeah, it's a good one though. I did enjoy this. I think it's only like a certificate 12 or something. It's not violent from what I can't remember hardly any violence in it. Couple of other interesting ones: Vinegar Syndrome Archive, Iron Angels 1 to 3, some sort of Asian action movie. This one I was interested in. Exploitation Western film. Never heard of it before apart from this release, and that's Charley One-Eye. Limited edition slipcover Blu-ray for $22.48, and you can also get the standard for $19.86, which is a very good price. This is out in a few weeks. Like the other pre-orders, you can get it in the sale now, as I showed, for $22.48. Lovely slipcover. We'll just click on that if we can. Have a quick look if I can actually. Yeah. So it's like a violent Western exploitation film. Does look cool though. That's Charley One-Eye, starring Richard Roundtree, Roy Thines, Nigel Davenport, and Aldo Sambrell. Yeah, it could be cool. This one is Region A locked, by the way. Like I said, check your specs. This is a Region A Blu-ray. It's newly scanned and restored in 4K, but on a Blu-ray from its 35mm original camera negative. And there's all your special features. You can play a trailer too. This one looks cool. From 1973. I think I will get this one. I use the app to do my shopping, the Vinegar Syndrome app, and I think this is sitting in my cart waiting to be purchased. And I might have to try that because, I don't know, it looks like the type of film that would have inspired, it's probably one of those that are quite forgotten. I think maybe I've never heard of it personally. It might not be, but I'd assume it's quite forgotten. And it looks like the type of thing that would have inspired Quentin Tarantino to make Django Unchained. It looks like that kind of thing, like a revenge kind of exploitation western. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Cinematography. Breathless. Not too sure what that is. That looks like quite a nice release. That's a sort of label then, is it? That Vinegar Syndrome do, or a partner label or something. Cinematography. Swimming to Cambodia. Here, that's a partner label as well. Dugasur Video, Criminally Insane 2. I mainly want to focus on the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, guys, because they do have their partner labels and things as well, which is always interesting to have a look at. I mean, you can get some gems from their partner labels. This is what I meant by when they get new slipcovers in the sales for old releases. So they've just they've got From Beyond, which has had a brilliant release from 88 Films recently as well, but Vinegar Syndrome did it first on 4K, and they've done a really nice new slipcover. I remember the original from the VS version, and I don't know whether I like this more or not. So you can get the slipcover on its own, which is what is that not? Yeah, that's out of stock. So there's your original slipcover, and what they've done in the sale is they've done the variant slipcover, so you can get the 4K with the variant slipcover. That's $17.23. That's a really good price. Or you can get the standard 4K for $16.86 without the slip. It's got beautiful artwork there as well. Yeah, really cool. I'll just pop that one back up. That's the new From Beyond edition from VS, new slipcover, should I say. The edition's been out for a while. They pop new slipcovers on for the sale, and they did for Showgirls as well. Oh, a bit ooh cha cha, ooh la la, should I say cha cha? Yeah, that's a new slipcover for Showgirls. I remember watching that, I think, when I was a kid on TV. Yeah, it is alright. I don't know, you can see much like more hardcore stuff these days. Anyway, the Amityville Horror. I have this release from Vinegar Syndrome, but they've done a new slipcover. It looks okay. 88 Films did a beautiful edition of this as well with great artwork. That's the new variant slipcover, and this one goes for $17.23, which is a good price for an Amityville Horror 4K. I will just show you that's the previous slipcover. So this is out of print, by the way. Now, as it says there, this product is out of stock. That's what I've got, that slipcover, and I think that's beautiful. The new one's okay. It's a bit like standard edition is $16.86. So as you can see, the new, but you'll have that original artwork underneath the new slip. But at least they do reissue slip covers. I mean, it's a great idea. I wish more labels would do things like this. They're such a fun label. Like, I have said this, about Vinegar Syndrome before. But if you've never tried them, give them a go. Not necessarily. You don't always have to buy directly from them. You can buy off used sellers on eBay. Pick up label titles cheap. That's what I've done in the past. I haven't bought everything. I've got quite a big Vinegar Syndrome collection now, but I haven't purchased everything from them directly. I've purchased a fair bit in sales and from them directly and stuff throughout the years, but mainly I've picked them up from like third-party sellers, pre-owned some of them, and some of them I've got just from distributors in the UK, so I don't have to pay the sort of shipping. But when the sale's on, if you're going to spend over, say, £100 and buy a bunch of stuff, the £15 postage shipping cost internationally is kind of worth it, because as I said earlier, don't forget you can add stuff all weekend, and your shipping doesn't go up, from what I assume. More stuff, loads of new things announced. You've got this Siren of Death limited edition screen print. Here's some of the t-shirts. That's kind of cool. It's got that hot cartoon of the hot babe there, and you've got that cool t-shirt as well with the skeleton on. Here's some. They do clothing. I mainly want to look at the Blu-rays, guys. You can even get a dog bowl. Loads of stuff. There's a cinematography gun sticker, cinematography girl, and a gun sticker, and a cinematography camp mug. Let's go down a little bit and we'll just have a flick through. I don't know how long I've been going for. Do stick around, because at the end of this video I will do some Vinegar Syndrome recommendations. So hang about and I'll recommend a few titles that you could, that I think are worth picking up if you are hitting the sale. Recent release of Murder Rock from Vinegar Syndrome on 4K. That one's $27.73. The Nesting is a recent release. I'm getting the 88 Films Murder Rock. I could be tempted to get the VS one, as it will be in a hard case and it's rather lovely. The Nesting, I just bought the Blue Underground Blu-ray, which I'm happy with. Great edition from VS. I just don't think I need to upgrade that one. They've got Devil Doll. Loads of stuff. You just go through, have a look. They've got their partner labels, I think, on here as well. This is a good one. The Carpenter recent release. I think the slipcover's out of print now. No, they've still got the slipcover edition, and that one's going for $22.48 with the slip. Really good film starring Winghauser. It's got a very TV movie vibe to it. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually is a TV movie, but it's got a very kind of late 80s, early 90s aesthetic, that whole vibe. But I did cover this one in a recent video and I really enjoyed it. It's about this sort of spirit of this carpenter. This woman's going through problems in a marriage, etc., and the carpenter keeps showing up and killing people and hiding the bodies. Yeah, really, really fun movie. I really did enjoy The Carpenter, I have to say. It's from 1988. Region-free Blu-ray as well. So if you check your specs, The Carpenter's actually a full region-free release. So the special features in the film are on one Blu-ray, and it is region-free. It'll play on any player. That is a first recommendation from me. So I'll show some different ones when actually at the end of the video. But yeah, that is a good recommend. The Carpenter. I thought this was a really good movie. Really enjoyed that one. I'm tempted to get Deranged on 4K. I have the Arrow Video Blu-ray from 2018 or whenever it was released, maybe 2016. I have that. I may upgrade and get the Deranged 4K. Really good, based on the life of Ed Gein. Really solid killer movie. Really good. The Seventh Curse is supposed to be good. I've never watched it. That's also got The Witch from Nepal on there. I do have the Seventh Curse. I have the 88 Films edition. New Street Trash Movie, 1873. I didn't like that film much. Terranauts, Crack House, Bang the Drums Slowly, and more. Iced was a good vintage kind of piece of like retro slasher goodness, but the transfer's appalling. That's from Digger Video. Iced, so that's an partner label one, but you can pick that up for 1873. Don't know if the slipcover's still knocking about. I think this one did sell out, the slipcover. Yeah, the slipcover's not available, but you can get the standard for 1873. I did pay that from a different seller. I paid about 17 for it from I think it was All Your Music on eBay. But yeah, not bad. Like, it's okay. Like, it's what you expect. It's exactly, the film's exactly what you'd expect. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's just a grimy old school like kind of slasher, quite average at best. A better one, I thought, which is also a retro kind of slasher from the 80s, and that's Blood Tracks. I did enjoy this one, about a weird mutated family. These people have gone to shoot a music video with this band, and this weird family is showing up, and yeah, all hell breaks loose. It's pretty good. The slipcover edition's still available, $22.48. I do have this one. You can get the standard for 1873. But yeah, Blood Tracks, that's one of their interesting recent releases. They've got a great release of Congo. Looked pretty darn good in 4K, I thought. That's $33.72. Don't know if the big box is out of stock. No, hold on. Yeah, they haven't got a standard to this. You have to buy the it's a Vinegar Syndrome VSU edition, as they call them, number 10 it looks like. I do have this. Comes like that. You've got the outer box, opens up, it has a clip on the side, and you open it up, and it's actually like it's not literally like a slip box, it is a actual box, and it has everything housed inside, with even a little nice piece of fancy fabric to separate things. But you get that, the box. That's the back. That's the slip cover. You got Tim Curry on there. Cool picture of Tim Curry. That's the slip cover. That's on the Mamre case inside the box. That's the back of it. That's the side. A really thick edition. And then you get your book and everything else. But Congo, really good move. I think that's a 1995 film, is it? Yeah, 1995. That is a good release from Vinegar Syndrome. Because sometimes they do like, they do their really low budget slashers. Anything from low budget slashers to like big kind of, well-known 90s titles and other decades as well, not just 90s. That was just an example, but they do lots of things. Cemetery of Terror, that's a fantastic sort of Mexican horror film. I did like that one. I didn't think much of Don't Panic as much. I did try that one. I really like Cemetery of Terror, and this one, Grave Robbers. They're all the same director, but Don't Panic didn't connect with me. They have a beautiful release of The Tenant. I don't know if it's a window box edition yet. Limited edition deluxe box of Roman Polanski's The Tenant. Really good, mind-bending, kind of ambiguous movie. It comes like that, like a window, because a lot of it's predominantly set in the apartment. Roman Polanski actually stars in the film as the main character, which is kind of cool. And yeah, it opens up like that. It's like a window, like an old school like wooden apartment window frame. Gorgeous release. I picked this one up myself. I've had it. Can you get a standard? Yep, you can get the standard for 1873. Really good. Very good bit of filmmaking, The Tenant. I did enjoy that one, but that's an example of some of the best release. $24.35 for that's well worth it. I paid about $45 when it was first released. I think it was around September. Cannibal the Musical, that's a good release. Again, Cemetery of Terror, fantastic Mexican horror from the 80s, as is Grave Robbers. You can get stuff like LED light up VHS. There's all kinds of things. Really, really fun. Probably sometimes like the most fun you'll have, like collecting physical media. I do say that about Vinegar Syndrome because it's a bit hit or miss. Like, you could do a blind buy, as I do, and you might think something's completely rubbish, but then there's other times where you'll do a blind buy from Vinegar Syndrome and you'll get taken by surprise, and it just ends up being an absolute gem, like a forgotten gem. And there's the Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf 4K. I think the limited sold out now. Yeah, standard edition 1686. I have the Arrow of that. I don't think I'll upgrade that one. The limited edition looked lovely, but I don't know, it's an okay film. Cruel Britannia, you know, if you just flick through, there's loads of stuff. You got your older titles too. You can get your graphic novels like Vinegar Syndrome Publishing, 70% off. You can get that for 1686, bargain. I actually have that. This time round I ordered the Ripper, but I got the slip cover edition. 14.98. I added the Ripper to my cart. I've already paid for it. Stars Tom Savini as well, the special effects makeup artist and actor. Yeah, looks cool. So I did add that. I did pick that one up. You got a film with Klaus Kinski in there from Vinegar Syndrome Labs, Paganini. Graphic novel. They got Dr. Terror's House of Horrors on 4K. That was a really good 4K, I thought. I do have that one. Not the limited, I do have the standard release, though, which is good enough. Herencia Diabolica. Thought about picking that up before. I'm not too sure whether I will. I may give it a go. I'm not sure yet. But you will see everything that I pick up in a few weeks when I do, my showcase of my sale pickup. So I've gone a bit further down. These are some of the older titles. Okay, I went a bit too far. This is like their really older stuff, but it's all on sale. You know, you can even pick up like these things. They're sold out, sorry. Most of this is sold out. Do bear that in mind. I'll go back a little bit. I think I jumped the gun slightly. But sold out. A lot of stuff is sold out, even standard editions from their, you know, they've been around a while and they've got quite a huge catalogue now. Here's some older stuff, so you can get your older stuff, probably mostly standards, but you know, you can pick them up for like $12.36 for the Candy Snatchers. It won't be the slipcover edition, I don't think. I bet that's sold out. I have the standard edition of the Candy Snatchers, $12.36. Great kind of exploitation film about a kidnapping, and really good one. And I've never seen anybody else release it, and it's region free too. It's a region free Blu-ray. I thought this was a fantastic film. Kind of gave me from what I can remember, it's not too rapey, but it gave me slight like Last House on the Left vibes, because it's about kidnappers and stuff. But even though that film's not really about kidnappers, it's about kind of awful, you know, it's a rape revenge film. But you know what I mean? It gave me the look of it gave me kind of like a Last House on the Left vibes. Extro 3, never seen that one. I've seen Extro. So these are like the old ones. You can pick up some of the Amityville films. Unmasked Part 25, that's kind of a random slasher. It's a British one, I think, British film. I didn't think much to it personally, but you know, The Vineyard's a good one. That's sold out though. I think even the standard sold out, because I tried to purchase it the other day. But yeah, this is their old stuff. You know, if you just scroll through, you'll find loads of things. All their new stuff in the sale. You'll find like their older stuff. Like, I just thought I'd come on here and just have a casual look, because I do enjoy doing these screen record videos. But yeah, I've never picked up that one, if that goes away. Resurrection. 13.11 for the standard. So standard editions you can pick up for 12. I mean, there's one for 10.49 of Girls School Screamers. Very interesting. I might even pick that one up. Like six. I know you said Shoestring. I was thinking Shoestring Slashers. That's a Terrorvision new release, isn't it? Six String Samurai. That was a fun film. In fact, that was really enjoyable. I did enjoy that one. Six String Samurai, but there's loads of things on the you know, if you check out Vinegar Syndrome, some great stuff. I won't do too much more. I'm going to do some recommendations now. If you hold on, I will basically be on screen and I will do some recommendations. So thanks for stopping by. I have picked up, so I'll try and I picked up 5 titles so far. I'm going to come back in and maybe get some stuff. I'm just flicking around at the minute, just having a look. So I picked up The Dark Half, new 4K. I picked up Gorgo, that monster movie, on 4K. Is it Hell's Trap? I think I picked that one up with the slipcover. I picked up The Ripper, the one with Tom Savini in, with the limited edition slipcover. And I picked up, what was it? The Invisible Maniac. The slipcover in that is sold out now, or the box or whatever it had, but I got the standard release of it at a really good price, like, you know, half price, 50% off. Yeah, so thanks for dropping by on the, you know, while I do this screen record. That's what I picked up. Hell's Trap, also known as obviously Tramper Infernal. That's a good release. Brilliant film. Devil's Times 5 creepy kid movie. You get the limited edition slipcover. There's 928 left in stock. If you look where the cursor is, it does tell you how many's in stock. You can get the standard for 1686. That's also a 4K. Yeah, good film. Good killer kid movie set out in the snow, in a snowy location, like at this retreat. Yeah, it's good. I do enjoy it. It's a good 70s one. I think it's about 76, is it? 74. So it's 2 years off. No, man, but there's loads, some cool stuff. Like, check them out if you never have, because they're a cool label. Really fun. Like I say, that can be hit or miss. If you're going to, like with any blind buy-in, I do a lot of blind buying sometimes, but it can be hit or miss. But when you get a gem, it's well worth it. Anyway, let's do a couple of recommendations, and then that'll be the end of the video. So yeah, just a couple of quick recommendations before I go. I picked out 5, no particular order. I just thought I'd say, well, I did show you this one, and this is what the Candy Snatchers looks like in your hand. Obviously, the slipcover's out of print, but yeah, really fun movie about kidnapping. This young girl that gets kidnapped from a wealthy family. These bunch of crooks are basically holding her, they're holding her for ransom. Yeah, highly recommended. Good exploitation film. Joe Spinell in The Undertaker. This is Maniac's dark grisly cousin. It's a great film. Really like this one. Very quite brutal in its own right. Not the most brutalist thing you'll see, but pretty gory, pretty nasty stuff, and it's definitely got Maniac vibes, so I do recommend that one. And also Fade to Black. I have the slipcover edition. I think the slipcover's out of print, but I think they still have their standard. I should have checked them, but yeah, Fade to Black, really good movie. I know Scream Factory are doing a 4K of this. I think it's Scream Factory, might be Kino Lorber, I can't remember. I think it's Scream, but yeah, Fade to Black. It's about his weirdos, basically, imitating the movies that he loves, and he's dressing up as Dracula and murdering people and other characters from monster movies and things like that. Yeah, it's a pretty wild, crazy time. Good 80s one. I'll also recommend the Congo 4K, and this actual edition with the lovely slip box is available now at a very good price. And that's what I meant earlier when I was doing the video, by saying about the clip, and you open it up and it's like that with your book and your slipcover Amore case in there with the 4K discs. Lovely edition. Great film as well, Congo. And 5th and final recommendation, I'll do A Blade in the Dark. I think the slip box is sold out now, but you can get it like this basically. So that's the lovely slipcover. This was a fantastic edition. Good Italian movie, good Italian horror. It's Lamberto Bava. You can get it like that, and it's at a good price. It's under £20. Well worth picking up. That's 5 Vinegar Syndrome recommendations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give us a like if you can. Give us a subscribe if you haven't. Plenty more content on the way. Always doing all types of different things on this channel. I admit it can be a little bit spontaneous sometimes, but when I say I'm going to do something, I do try to stick to that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday, and I'll see you on the